Hello, I'm Ash. If you haven't noticed, I've played Paragon and I've played Renegade. Let's talk Omega. Omega came out on Tuesday with the intentions of it being one of BioWare's biggest DLCs ever, coming in at a hefty 1.9GB download. Shepard fights side by side with Aria, Omega's leader, and Nyreen, the first female turian we have ever seen in any of the Mass Effect games, all the while leading the lawless of the station into battle with Cerberus. Oh, did I also mention chess? Just kidding, you don't actually get to play chess. You just get a chessboard in your room and awkwardly wait until trainer comes over to your quarters, plays with you, and then denies sleeping with you because she's a lesbian. Moving on, the game is simply cut, get in, take Omega, and get out. No more than give or take 2 hours of your time to complete. Half the DLC is cutscene centric, with only one seemingly stark decision that actually affects 1,000 or more people, amidst the monotonous voice of Aria's voice actress, Carrie-Anne Moss. It's unclear if she's actually devoid of feelings beyond her basic cynicism and her subtle scowling, but to this reviewer, Aria's threats fall in line with disingenuous assertions, and thus affects actually the pacing and the general gist of how you're going to be feeling throughout the whole entire gameplay.
You all!
But beyond the hordes of Cerberus troops coupled with the mechs, the only enemy that is Reaper influence is called the Adjutant. Little lore is known of this enemy besides a couple of video log entries, but when it comes down to the gameplay, you're going to be playing shoot and ladders. You're going to be shooting, and you're going to be climbing a lot of ladders. But not all is negative. The environments are gratifyingly beautiful. Unfortunately, no sorry strippers, but there is something about just being touched by the allure of Omega's depravity and lust that makes you wickedly reminiscent of Mass 2. And on a slightly positive more note, meeting Nyreen, your friendly female turian neighbor, an ex-military gang leader with not a single corruptible bone in her body, was a great character. I didn't connect to her as much as I would have liked, given her paragon ways of being a new ideal for the Omega people. Her story felt rushed and condensed into a single conversation that was meant to strike humility into your heart. But, unfortunately, too fast, too short is Nyreen's story. But the reason why I haven't fallen for Aria and Omega lies in my expectation coming from the Leviathan DLC, the 800 Microsoft Point DLC, built around such lore and Reaper conflict. Though it wasn't perfect, the DLC did tie well into understanding the choices that came to pass at the end of Mass 3. Why bother with synthesis, why bother with another cycle, how far the cycles have come, and how truly great is Shepard's sacrifice. Oh, and did I mention underwater travel? Yeah, that was a neat trick. But when it comes down to it, I would have loved Omega first, Leviathan second. Omega was a 6 or 7 in my book, 6 being Paragon and 7 being Renegade. While I was overwhelmingly bored rummaging through the back ends of Omega, I did enjoy myself, I did enjoy the environment, and coming back to what was one of the more fascinating areas in Mass 2, probably in the entire series. Additionally, Renegade does have a pretty nice ending, but I dare not ruin it for you, just in case if you want to enjoy the shrill. So, score 6 out of 10 for Paragon, 7 for Renegade. If you decide to play, remember to have fun. Omega does have its moments, but 400 military score and a cheap kiss, I only wish it were possible to rent a DLC. What did you think of Omega? Write it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it yet, click on the annotations to watch either the Paragon or the Renegade playthroughs on my channel. Happy gaming!